So work here on the home has pretty well stopped here lately. The builders, they're pretty much done. It's all dried in, and now they're just kind of hit and miss on rainy days to do some odd jobs inside. I've been working a shutdown at work, and I've been working 6 to 7 days a week for the last 5 weeks. I'm supposed to be doing the electrical and the plumbing on the inside, but kind of a little hit and miss on that, so not getting much done. But one thing that did get done is the Fireplace company has come and finished the fireplace. So I thought I'd show you exactly what we did, what we chose for a fireplace while this is all still opened up, and that we can show you pretty much how it went together. So when we poured the foundation was poured solid under the chimney in case we wanted to do a full masonry chimney. We weren't real quite sure what we wanted. We knew what kind of look we wanted. We liked the look of the full masonry, but after research, I really wanted an alternate way to heat our house, and we ended up going with a fireplace. Basically, it's a fireplace insert, and they're way more efficient than a full masonry chimney. They're more like a wood stove that's in the wall. They've got internal blowers, and they can really, heat your house a lot better. So that's what we ended up going with. So after researching different wood stoves, there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of good ones. They got a lot of different capabilities. They've got them that have remote controls. They've got them where you can zone them to different areas of your house. And after researching them, we ended up going with this fireplace, which is a Quadrafire. It is a Pioneer II, and we liked it because of the look. We liked the one door look with one piece of glass. You can see the fire a lot better, so it gave us a feel that it was more of a fireplace than a wood stove, and I think that kind of helps. And then it does have where you can zone this to other rooms or to other locations in your house. We did not choose that feature, so this fireplace is only actually going to pretty much heat the great room of the house and the first floor, but it will be a good way to heat the house, an alternative way to heat the house if needed. So in preparation for the fireplace, we had to build a hearth, and my wife wants this really large fireplace look. She wants all this stone. She wants a hearth that you can sit on. So we built this platform here to be the hearth, and so it's got to hold, the weight of the fireplace. It's got to hold the weight of the stone that's going to be on top of it. And she wanted a large hearth that you can sit on. And a standard hearth is anywhere from 18 to 20 inches is pretty much the depth of a standard hearth. And on this hearth, we ended up going real big. It's 28 inches. There's plenty of room to sit on it, and it's 6 feet wide. So it's a very large hearth. It's actually wider on the inside than the outside. We're hoping that nobody notices that. So the outside is 5 feet wide on the chimney chase, but on the inside we're going to make it 6 feet, so it's going to have an extra 6 inches of stone on each side, and so it'll help make the fireplace look larger. Other than that, we had to prep for the chimney pipe. So up inside there we had to put a little bit of a framework in there, and that is where the fire stop is going to be. Still got to cover that up, do some insulation, and cover that with some sheeting to be a fire stop. But we had to get that in there, and then it was ready for the fireplace company to come. So after we had everything prepped for the fireplace company, they came in, they put in the stove, got it assembled, and they got it all piped in, and they put the chimney pipe up through the fire stop and up through the chimney, got it all finished, and they put the air intakes in. The way this fireplace works is it actually burns outside air. So there's an air intake here on the side. Of course, we got it on the side facing away from the front of the house so that you don't notice it. And it brings outside air in the bottom of the fireplace so it can use it to burn the wood, and then it exhausts out the chimney. And then there's another air intake. It's higher up, and it comes in the side, and it goes into the chimney, but it goes into the It goes into the outer wall of the chimney is the way I understand it. And my best guess is that's used to help cool the outer chamber of the chimney pipe. They also ended up running the wiring for the blower motor out to a switch box, and I went ahead and wired that up. And then they have this special fireproof sheeting for the hearth, and there's a couple pieces here. I just need to get it cut and laid out and attached down to the hearth, and that gives us a fireproof layer in front of the wood stove. I believe that's just kind of a requirement or the way it's supposed to be installed. So now this fireplace, it's ready to be lit off and fired. So I'm going to burn this fireplace for the very first time today. I have never had a wood stove or a fireplace before in my life, so this is going to be a learning experience. I don't know exactly what I'm doing for sure. I've watched some videos and read the instructions, so we're going to give it our best try, and we're going to try to light this fireplace. Well, wish me luck. They say that getting a bunch of paper burning will help heat up the flue. To me, it looks like the kindling's burning pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and put some logs in here. These are some smaller logs. Wow, you can tell it really picked up when I opened the door. All right, let's just see if she burns. Now around the outside of the stove, you see this red fireproof board that's around it, and that's the only thing that's allowed to touch or go against the fireplace. So now we're allowed to go ahead and bump our boards up against it and frame and everything around it, but this is the only surface that's allowed to touch the fireplace, and we're allowed to put our stone on top of that and cover that all up. Well, it's now the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I just got done finished working shut down at work for the last 6.5 weeks, and now I'm ready to start working on this house, try to get her finished up. So it's been pretty much sitting here at a standstill, ready to get going. So I've been burning this fireplace every time I work out here, so this is about the 5th or 6th time that I've burnt the fireplace, and I've been pretty happy with it. It works pretty good. The key to it is having good dry logs, which my logs are not the driest. So if my logs are wet, I got to get a good bed of coals going. So what I'll do is I'll use some of these scrap pieces of timber, the cutoffs, and I'll throw them in there to get a good bed of coals going, and then I'll use my my logs and throw them in there, and it seems to work pretty good. One thing I will notice is if you try to grab the handle, from about here down is safe to grab, but like right there is actually metal, and that's very hot. And also, you know, the whole front gets hot. Other than that, I'm really impressed on how the backside, it's all like insulated and everything, and you can just touch. This ain't even warm at all. The flue will get a little warm, but the firebox itself actually stays cold. Pretty impressed with how it retains its heat inside. Now we have got a stonemason lined up to do the work. We ordered our stone and we ended up going with the veneer stone that will cover the inside and outside of the chimney. And I got to wait and get everything insulated inside this firebox and all that, and then I can frame this up, and then we can actually put the stone on the fireplace. So the stone will be a little ways down the road. I got to get the insulation on the walls first, and then frame up, you know, around the fireplace, get my mantelpiece on there, and then it should be ready for the stone. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm doing the electrical and plumbing. I'm trying to get all the electrical, you know, in the walls so that I can get the insulation in. And then also the builders are going to come back. They're going to finish the staircase. Here's the stair treads for the staircase. They're doing mortise and tendon, so that'll be interesting to show you. And then also we're working on handrail on the porch. So we should have, you know, porch handrail, staircase, and some insulation coming up soon in the videos. Hopefully now that I'm off work, I can start getting some stuff done around here and start getting some videos posted. Thanks for watching.